Mindset, a daily dose of practical wit and wisdom with a professional educator and trainer, Amazon best-selling author, United States Marine, television and radio host, Paul G. Markle. Each episode will focus on positive and productive ways to strengthen your mindset and help you improve your relationships, career goals, and overall well-being. Please welcome your host, Paul G. Markle.
Hello, welcome back to Morning Mindset. I hope you are doing very, very well today. I hope so far your day has been exceptional, and that is both positive and productive. That's why we're here. That's what we're doing. That is the main goal and focus of Morning Mindset, both the Morning Mindset podcast and the Morning Mindset book, is to enable you or to encourage you or to help you lead a more positive and productive life. Now, there are times in our lives that we encounter people who do not seem to either grasp the concept of positivity or productivity or actually, moving forward in their lives. Often we find, if we're honest with ourselves, that it seems to be the exact opposite. Or maybe you're struggling with this yourself. Do you want the problem or do you want the solution? You say, well, it's silly, Paul. Obviously, if I have a problem, I want the solution. I want the answer. I want the fix. That's how it works. Is it really? I was talking to a friend of mine recently, and they were unburdening themselves. They were unloading. They were sharing with me. I allowed them to vent. And remember, you need to have people in your life that are your relief valve. And the relief valve goes both ways. You vent to them and you feel better, and then they vent to you and they feel better. Well, in this case, my friend was venting to me some of their frustration about another person that was in their life. And they told me the situation, and we don't really need to get into the personal details of it. But what I got from it was, this person they were talking about always had a problem. They always had an issue. They were always unhappy with their personal relationship. They were always unhappy with their current job, and they'd been through many. They were always unhappy with their living situation. And my friend was frustrated because he genuinely wanted to help this person. But every time he offered a solution, rather than accept the solution, what he got back was, yeah, but this is my problem. And the more I talked to him, the more I understood that I needed to come right here to this microphone and talk about it. There are people that we will encounter, that we will attempt to assist or help, encourage. But the more we do it, the more we find that the person in question seems to be happier having the problem. It seems almost as if they revel in their own misery. And it could be that all the attention that you are giving that person with your assistance or your attempted assistance or your attempted help, that the reason that their problem remains is it could be that they feel like if they actually take your advice and solve the problem, then they will no longer be the center of your attention. You say, well, how do I know this? I'm a nice person. I'm genuinely a kind and compassionate person, and I want to help others. Okay, let's go with that. Your first clue, you have someone, a friend, a relative, a coworker, or whatever, and they're a problem-ridden person. They're the Solomon Grundy, oh, woe is me. Everything's bad. There's always something wrong. But there may be a particular problem. And you say, well, if you're having a hard time with this aspect of your life, this is what you should do. You offer them a solution. Now, this is the important part. This is when you find out whether or not they would rather have the problem than the solution. So you offer this person a solution to their problem. gauge their reaction. They will either be relieved or glad that you came up with a solution. Maybe they will say to you, I never thought of doing that. I didn't know that's something that I could do. Yes, I'm going to apply that solution and fix my problem. If they do that, then you know that they are genuinely serious about being more productive, solving problems, and moving forward, right? However, if you offer someone the solution to a problem and the first thing you get back from them is an excuse or a reason why they can't implement your solution, then that's a pretty strong indicator that that person that you're talking to doesn't really want the solution. They don't want it to be fixed. They're happier. And I know it's twisted and it seems strange and counterproductive and counterintuitive. You're like, why would someone want to be miserable? Why would someone want to be perpetually unhappy? Yet that's what we have. We have people that come in and out of our lives, and you may have people that are very close to you, and because they're closely related to you, or they're your coworker or what have you, by circumstance, they're around you all the time, and it starts affecting you. Have you ever been in a situation where you're in a close relationship, whether it's a family relationship or a working relationship or what have you, with a person who's constantly negative and all they have nothing good in their life, they just have problems. And you find yourself, rather than being elevated through attempting to aid them, instead you find yourself being brought down, and you start feeling that way as well. Some people are more happy to have the problem than they are to have the solution. And what you need to do, if you are hoping to continue to lead a positive and productive life, you need to ask yourself, does this person really want my help, or do they just want my attention? I know you're willing to help. You're probably willing to give them all the assistance that you can muster, but do they want that, or do they just want to be a happy victim? I don't know. You have to answer that question for yourself. Thank you to everybody who has purchased the Morning Mindset book and left us a review. If you have not, fear not, you still can. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep this up as long as possible. Go to Amazon.com and you can pick up the paperback book, Morning Mindset, a 30-day plan to a more positive and productive life. Or you can get a Kindle version, put it directly on your phone, your laptop, your tablet, or whatever, and you could read it at your leisure. Either way, it's available to you, and you can get it right now. I am your host, Paul Markle, and I will talk to you again real soon.
Thank you for spending time with us today. To get show notes, submit a topic request, and for more from your host, Paul G. Markle, visit morningmindsetpodcast.com. That's morningmindsetpodcast.com. Please leave a review for this podcast on your favorite podcast player. We appreciate your time and effort, and we look forward to reading your honest feedback.